Corner of Stories. Don't forget to subscribe and like.
The Prince and the Magic Clock. It was once, in a kingdom nestled between mountains and rivers, there was a young prince named Leo. Leo was curious and adventurous, but often impatient. He wanted everything to happen immediately, whether it was learning a skill or solving a problem. One day, Leo wandered into the castle's forgotten attic, where he discovered a peculiar, dusty clock hidden under a tattered cloth. It wasn't like any clock he'd seen before. It had a golden frame, intricate carvings, and 12 glittering gemstones marking each hour. Curious, he dusted it off, and suddenly the clock's hands spun wildly. As Leo touched the clock, a figure appeared, a shimmering spirit named Tempera, guardian of time. Tempera's voice was soft but powerful. "Young prince, you have found the magic clock of time," she said. "This clock has the power to move time forward or backward, but be warned, it is a power not to be used lightly." Leo's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Can it make boring things go by faster?" he asked. Tempera nodded, but added, "Time is precious, young prince. Once lost, it cannot be regained without consequences. Use this clock only if absolutely necessary." With that, Tempera vanished, leaving Leo holding the magical clock. Eager to test it, Leo returned to his studies, which he often found dull. He turned the clock's hands forward, and instantly his lesson was over. Delighted, he began using the clock more often, skipping over chores, training sessions, and anything he didn't enjoy. Days turned into weeks, and Leo grew older, his impatience growing as well. One day, his father, the king, assigned him an important task, learning to lead a council meeting. But Leo, frustrated by the hours spent listening, turned the clock forward, skipping the entire session. As time passed, Leo became distant from his duties, skipping parts of his life he found boring or challenging. One evening, his younger sister, Princess Mira, who looked up to him dearly, asked for his help with her studies. Leo, in a hurry to meet friends, used the clock to skip that moment, leaving Mira disheartened. Over time, the kingdom faced troubles, a drought struck, and the people needed leadership. Leo was asked to take charge, but he felt unprepared and overwhelmed. He tried turning the clock forward, hoping to skip the challenges, but to his shock, the clock's hands wouldn't budge. Tempora appeared once more. "Why won't it work?" Leo demanded. Tempora looked at him with sadness. "You've used the clock to skip time, but in doing so, you've missed important lessons. Time itself refuses to aid you now, for it is a gift to be honored, not wasted." Leo felt a pang of regret. He realized he had lost precious moments, opportunities to learn, grow, and connect with those he loved. "Can I go back?" he asked, his voice full of longing. Tempora nodded slowly. "I will grant you one chance. But remember, Leo, if you go back, live every moment fully, for you may never have this chance again." With a wave of her hand, time rewound, bringing Leo back to the moment he found the magic clock. This time, however, he understood its power differently. Leo carefully placed the clock back under the cloth, promising himself to live each moment as it came. He returned to his studies, paying attention and learning all he could. He helped his sister Mira patiently, strengthening their bond. When challenges arose in the kingdom, he faced them with courage, learning from his mistakes and growing stronger. The drought returned, but Leo, now wiser, had learned strategies to help the people. He worked alongside his council, gaining their respect and finding solutions that supported the kingdom through difficult times. Slowly, Leo became a respected leader, loved by his people and admired by his family. Years later, when Leo became king, he visited the attic once more, uncovering the old, dusty clock. Tempora appeared, watching him with a knowing smile. "You no longer need the magic clock, do you?" Leo shook his head. "No. I've learned that every moment, even the difficult ones, holds a lesson. Skipping them only makes us weaker." Tempora nodded approvingly, and the clock vanished, leaving only a faint shimmer behind. King Leo ruled wisely and justly, guiding his kingdom with patience and understanding. His people remembered him not as the prince who once skipped time, but as the king who cherished every moment. And so, the young prince learned the value of time, leading him to become a wise and compassionate ruler, beloved by all. The kingdom flourished under his reign, and Leo lived each day to the fullest, knowing that every second was a precious gift. and they all lived, as time intended, happily and wisely ever after.
I hope you enjoyed with us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and